morning, my name is Charles Ruffino and I'm the owner of the Long Island Violin Shop. Many of our customers who have never owned an instrument before will come to us and ask, how much do I have to spend to get a good violin? And I'll say, well, how much would you like to spend? And then they'll say, well, I just want a good violin. And that puts us in a tight spot because everything we sell is what I would call a good violin, meaning that it will perform as a musical instrument and not hinder the musical education of the student, and it will last for lifetimes if cared for properly. So that being understood, because people that go on Amazon and buy an inexpensive violin for $100 or $50 or $120, very often will come to us afterwards and say, my daughter can't play this instrument. Can you fix it for us? And we very often have to say that the cost of fixing that $100 violin is going to be more than the cost of getting rid of it and just starting all over. This is about our most affordable instrument, a $500 Ravel, a very nice instrument. What's the difference between, let's say, this violin for $500 and this 1920s German Heberlein violin, made in the 1920s in Germany, which is $5,500? The real difference is the tone. It's a difficult thing to see the characteristics of the workmanship, which let you know right away, if you have a trained eye, that this is a master-made instrument. But this instrument will still work properly. The spacing of the strings on the fingerboard, the curvature of the bridge, which allows the bow to hit just one string at a time, all these little details contribute to the playability of a violin. The big difference you'd notice between this instrument and a more expensive instrument is the quality of tone. Now, does a beginner need a $5,000 instrument? Absolutely not. What we like to say is that wherever the player's level of achievement is, and if somebody's a serious player, they will improve over time as they age and practice more and more, their ability will improve. Well, all you really need that violin to be is somewhere up here, that as they improve, that violin will still be there and support their efforts. After a certain point, though, you do need to upgrade the instrument if you want to continue to improve. It's the same way that somebody who starts playing a sport, let's say you're playing tennis, and your uncle gives you an old tennis racket. Well, that's great to start with. But then you say, well, I really want to get into this. And you start taking tennis lessons. And then the tennis coach says, you really need a better racket. You need better shoes if you want to continue to improve. The old tennis racket will still work, but it's going to impede your progress. You wouldn't send somebody to run in the Olympics wearing a pair of Keds. Keds are great shoes, but they're not Olympic quality shoes. Another thing you can do once you get into that higher price bracket is you can upgrade either the instrument or the bow. We like to say the bow is like the tires on a car. If you get a great car but you don't have great tires for it, you don't have a great car. And improving the quality of the bow by itself is a very economical way to really boost the performance of the instrument. So thank you very much. I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please contact us, music@liviolinshop.com. Thank you.